All right, so in this short tips video, I'm going to show you how to use a crystal lift to remove a crystal from a watch case. A crystal lift usually comes with two components. First, this is to help you with replacing a crystal, so you'll get this to the right size, diameter for the crystal. This raises the edge around it just a little bit so that you can grab the crystal at the correct height. And then we have the actual lift, which this part turns clockwise and counterclockwise, and we'll slowly get to the correct diameter. These are spring-loaded hooks, basically. All these spokes, you can see they have an edge on them. Now, there are different ranges in terms of quality. You can buy cheap, low-cost ones. You can buy really expensive ones like Bergeon, but they all generally behave and work the same way. This is a pretty small diameter watch. It's only about a 31 millimeter diameter case. This is for really a women's watch, and I plan on making a watch for somebody using this old Timex case, and I'll have more on this project in other videos, but this is just to illustrate the lift. So the crystal on this is a domed acrylic crystal, and that's really what these lifts are meant for. You don't want to use these on sapphire or mineral. Those glasses aren't meant to bend, they will shatter. So this is for these plastic acrylic style crystals, and works best obviously whenever it's got some sort of a dome to it. If it's a flat crystal, not going to help you. In those other cases, you would use a crystal press, which you've seen me use before in other videos. So first, we're going to open this up by unscrewing this, getting this to the right diameter. And when you get it to where it is about the right size, let me show you what this looks like. This fits. It's kind of just resting nicely on the case around it. Again, it's metal, so be careful. You certainly don't want to scratch the case, but you want to get a good firm grasp around the edge. I know you're not going to be able to see that. I'll show it to you once it's hooked on. And then once you've got it pressed on there and it's situated nice and flush with the case, then you're just going to tighten it up and it will start to grab that crystal. All right, so you can see that it's hooked on there pretty well. And what that'll do is it's going to essentially compress it from all sides at the same time, which will curve up the glass. It will sort of bowl it up so that it can be lifted outside the front of the case. And that's really the idea. So let's give this a few more turns. All right, now that that's got a really snug fit around it, it's compressed up a little bit. I'm just going to give the case a simple tug. And out pops the crystal. Pretty simple, right? You can see on here that there's a little bit of a lip. It's about 1 millimeter high here that goes on the inside of the case around the edge, and that these has spring-loaded prongs have attached on just above that lip, and again sort of bowl it up and make it nice and easy to press in and out of the case. And this is a pretty low-cost watch. Sometimes there'll be a gasket in here. This is not, but you can again see here on the inside that there is a ledge, a lip in here that crystal will go down inside. So then we'll just unscrew this to release it. Then you can measure it, get the dimensions to get a replacement crystal. And then I don't have it with me at the moment, but if I was going to replace this, this is going to be about the same height as the edge of the crystal that you don't want to grab onto. The point is to set it down inside of this little vise, and then same process. Just like as if it was in the case, you would wrap this around it, get some pressure around it, bowl it up just a little bit, and then lift it and put it inside the case, and once it's snapped in there, release it. So just kind of the reverse of what we just did, and that's how you use this little device. Hopefully you find this quick little tutorial on how to use a crystal lift helpful in your watch tinkering ventures.